The global asset markets are hitting a wall as stocks, gold, and Bitcoin have all been showing weak performances over the past few weeks. Also, today on Tuesday, the KOSPI saw an over 3% drop to close below 4,000. Our Jun-han has the details.
This year, global asset markets have seen what many are calling an everything rally, driven by sharp gains in U.S. tech stocks, South Korean semiconductor shares, Japanese equities, Bitcoin, gold, and even bonds. The value of all asset types had kept climbing together on expectations of AI-driven growth and steady rate cuts by the U.S. Federal Reserve. However, over the past few weeks, that momentum has been cooling down. Throughout Monday and Tuesday, nearly every major risk asset fell at the same time on global markets. The KOSPI plunged by over 3% on Tuesday to close below the 4,000 mark. Japan's Nikkei 225 lost more than 2%, and the United States Nasdaq also dipped, alongside Bitcoin falling under $90,000 for the first time in 7 months. Even gold, which is considered the traditional safe haven, saw something of a decline. The main driver of the market's sell-off was a dip in U.S. tech stocks. Some mega hedge funds are betting against these tech stocks, and some investors are questioning whether the astronomical capital spending on AI infrastructure will ever bring matching profits. In South Korea, the country's two chip giants, Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix, which account for over 30% of the KOSPI index, saw sharp declines. Foreigners and institutions have aggressively sold, while retail investors stepped in to buy. While just a month ago, the chances of the U.S. Central Bank lowering its key interest rate in December were over 93%. However, as of Tuesday per CME Group's FedWatch, the chances are now 48.4%, which means the bank might actually maintain its key interest rate at 3.75% to 4%. The Fed is taking a cautious stance on lowering the rate, citing inflationary pressures. If borrowing costs stay high because the Fed doesn't cut rates, investors may worry about corporate performance, which could eventually lead them to sell stocks. With a sentiment of uncertainty building across global markets, whether the everything rally can regain momentum remains a question for global investors. Jun-han, Arirang News.